said fucktard decided to use my case for a presentation. See my other videos for more details and evidence of my case, which includes a video with a transcript of the closing arguments. Simply accepting what the trial judge claimed, this fucktard concluded the same as the trial judge. What this fucktard did not know, I was wrongfully convicted, nor did he know the backstory, nor did he know the said officer resigned to avoid being fired and breaches against the Police Act. I've said many times, to simply read the transcripts of a ruling does not tell the truth of a case. This fucktard did not know that the now former officer testified he had not allegedly decided that he was going to issue me a ticket, that they were using the alleged traffic stop as a pretext. They arrived to the location prior to it closing, and much more. I did testify to not accepting authority after the now former officer put his hands up in a boxing stance, yelled at me, "It's too late for that, get out of the car now," after I offered to leave. The look on my face was not aggression, but being perplexed and fearful. To simply believe anyone in authority is just dumb fuckery. What this fucktard did not know is the two officers targeted me to do street justice due to a false accusation by a female. They made it clear why they were beating me. What this fucktard did not know is the now former officer alleged they arrested me and charged me 3 separate times for the same offenses, while adding others, and not being able to say who charged me, for what, and when. What this fucktard did not know is the vehicle insurance was never brought up during the event. This was not a reason for anything. This fucktard did not know I was at the location to vindicate myself, to avoid criminal legal proceedings, not to create one. This fucktard did not know that the now former police officer testified the alleged assault took place when I grabbed his wrist while he was choking me, as I was coming to, after he testified to sucker punching me, knocking me out. This fucktard does not know this is not assault. This fucktard did not know that the now former officer testified I grabbed him with both hands while alleging to reach for the gear shifter, first pushing him away, then pulling him in. He then changed his story when he realized I didn't have 3 arms. This fucktard did not know that the officer testified it appeared I may have been reaching for the gear shifter, and doubted even that. This fucktard then feels a sentence of 6 fucking years in a federal prison would have been proper. What this fucktard did not know is the reason why I was convicted. The Crown brought up the fact I'm suing the police during the trial, the first time I testified, the final nail in my conviction. What this fucktard may or may not have known is the trial took over 3 years to complete. If I was truly guilty, why did it take so long? And I know this fucktard did not know that the trial judge of my case had no criminal law experience prior to being a criminal court judge. Plus, the fact he has ties to the local police. What this fucktard does not know, I worked in the prison system, not as a CO, dealing with real rapists and real pedophiles. I practiced law as agent, which included a placement and offers as a provincial prosecutor. And I worked in the mental health field in my almost 50 years. Not to forget, back home, I have many friends who are retired police officers, judges, and those still practicing law. My matter is before the Court of Appeal, and I am not the only one saying I did not have a fair trial. The fucktard did not know, as with the officer, nothing I said or did was to be accepted during trial. 6 years in federal prison, This is the problem when the lesser of the human gene pool is allowed a voice and a platform. We see these problems with social justice. In other videos, I gave this challenge to anyone. If anyone can find where in the trial transcripts the officers testified I am actually guilty of anything, I will remain silent. Hey, Treydon James, you're an example of someone wanting to be heard with nothing to say. As I stated, for more information on my case, feel free to watch my other videos.